Hello, YouTube! Yeah. So, like I promised, I was gonna do a video about my experience at my family's Thanksgiving yesterday with my girlfriend who was playing Skyrim, so don't mind her random Skyrim commentary. Yep. Right. Okay. So basically yesterday I went to Thanksgiving, and it was the first time I had ever brought a girl with me, and everybody knew she was my girlfriend, which was cool because nobody really cared. Um, because a lot of my family actually, well, not a lot, but there are quite a few people in my family that are like LGB, I guess. So you can tell it kind of runs in the family. And excuse me, and this hair is shower hair. Shower. I haven't brushed it. Just towel dried. Anyways, and so, you know, it kind of sucks because they're all very accepted, I guess, but then I'm kind of like, you know, left out of that in a sense. Like, the T is left out of LGB like usual. But it was nice to see my family. My family's very silly. My uncle likes to tease my girlfriend with getting her name wrong all the time, and he's very teasy like that. And she has learned to start sassing him back because that's how you need to be with my uncle. You sass him back.
So happy to see him.
Yeah, so other than that, it was good. I talked to my grandma about the fact that she keeps calling me female pronouns and everything. And she kind of, I don't know if she really ignored it, but she was like, well, basically she was just like, oh, well, you said we could call you Lex, and I was like, well, yeah, but I mean, just because I allow you to call me Lex doesn't mean that I don't want you to call me male pronouns still, because, you know, that would be nice. And the majority of my family still didn't. There were probably, I think there are about 5 people in my family that I see in big family gatherings that actually call me Xander and he. Like, maybe 5, maybe a little more, or a little less, I don't really know. But, yeah, that's about it. That calls me that. One part that bothered me was that when I first got there and me and Tori were setting up tables and stuff, because we got there early, so we were helping to set up, right? And my one aunt asked me to take out some air conditionings from the windows around my great-grandparents' house, and she was making this whole big deal about how she wished the boys were here to do it or whatever, and didn't think I could do it or whatever, and I was like, well, I'm pretty handy, and she's like, oh, well, good. And then I went to get a screwdriver from my uncle because it was screwed into the window, sort of, the window frame, and so I went downstairs to do that, and she's told my uncle, and she's just like, Lex needs a screwdriver because she's taking out the window stuff, and I was just like, and I walked down, and I just, like, every time somebody called me she and by my birth name, I cringed a little, like, it was like a sting. And so I walked downstairs, and then I went into the room with my uncle to get the stuff, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, because he's one of the ones that accepts me and calls me he and stuff, and I was just like, but I am a boy. And because she said made a big deal about wanting the boys, and I was like, well, I am a boy. And then I was stupid and didn't hold the air conditioning the first time when I opened the window to get it out, and it fell out, and it was really bad. And at least it wasn't that far of a fall, and the air conditioning was okay. But I felt really bad because I was like, I am a boy, I can do this, whatever, whatever, and then I failed. So that was embarrassing, and I was probably as red as a tomato when that happened. Really upset too. Well, the second time I didn't fail, but I carried the air conditioning, and I had to carry it down to the basement, and everybody was like, asked me, "Oh, are you okay? That's heavy. Are you okay?" And like everybody's trying to help me, and I was like, "Okay, I am fine. I can carry this. It's really not that heavy." And it just bothered me a lot about how, just because I know I'm tiny, but well, not tiny, tiny. I mean, I'm like 5'8", but I'm skinny, I guess, and everybody just thinks I'm not really that strong because of that, I guess. But I am pretty strong for my size, I guess. But yeah, so that's kind of how that went. Got any other stories?
Other than me telling your grandma to start calling you he.
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah, Tori was very upset a lot during it, hearing people misgender me and stuff, and she got quite upset during that time, and my grandma apparently talked to her, and I had given her permission beforehand to correct any family members that decided to specifically talk to her about me in any way. And so my grandma apparently decided to talk to her, and she corrected my grandma on her pronouns and stuff. So yeah. I had also mentioned that I had grown out like a lot of my I actually shaved it all off. I was planning on taking a picture of it and being like, look how much I can grow my facial hair now, but then I shaved it all off. So I'm all smooth. But I had grown out my facial hair as much as I could before Thanksgiving, so that I had a very noticeable amount of facial hair, and so that in hopes that people might actually acknowledge the fact that, hey, you know, he's actually a guy, better start proper pronouns and name and stuff. But apparently that did not work. Like I said, I hoped it would work, but I didn't feel like it would do much difference, and it didn't. But I'm thinking that maybe at some point I may attempt to kind of bring it up with every single family member that I would like to be called he and my name, you know.
Christmas.
Yeah. So I'm also bringing Tori to Christmas, which Thanksgiving this year had a lot less members of my family than it usually does. Every year it keeps dwindling off, smaller amounts of people. None of my cousins were there or anything. My uncle was working. My aunt wasn't there. I haven't seen my aunt in like over a year. Yeah, like most of the other people I've been saying, like aunt and uncle, are like my great aunt and my great uncles, like my grandparents' brothers and sisters. Not actually my mom's brothers and sisters, by the way. I don't ever say great in my family. Like, I don't even call my great grandparents great grandma and grandpa. I just call them grandma and grandpa. It's just how it is. Yeah, you better watch that. That thing like flames you. Or did you take the soul gem out of it?
Not yet.
Oh, it doesn't look like it has a soul gem. I don't know, it's weird. Those things usually like attack me. Anyways, scare. But yeah, so not a lot of people showed up. But Christmas, everybody really shows up to Christmas. So yeah, there'll be a lot more of my family at Christmas that Tori has yet to meet. And she takes a deep breath. She was pretty anxious the entire time, and I felt really bad.
It's okay. Sorry.
Telling me nothing was wrong, meanwhile I could completely tell, and that's why I kept asking, because I knew you weren't okay. You lied to my face. It hurts me right here.
I knew you knew, so it didn't matter if I said that I was fine or not.
I'm all short. I should not be all short. There we go. Now I'm not short.
Little man syndrome.
I do. I have little man syndrome. It's bad. Even though I'm not really that short. But still, I wish I was taller. Look at my hair. It's so messy. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, that's why you gotta get your stamina up.
Hand sex.
We're not even doing the hand sex thing. Hand sex. We're weird. So yeah, that's how my Thanksgiving went. For those that wanted to know, I'm sorry for this 10-minute video of me rambling on about stupid stuff. So me and Tori are going to be having our 5 month on 18th. We'll be together for 5 months. Yay! And we're going to see Carrie. The movie is coming out. And then we're going to Toronto for this dance. And decorating my former foster parents' house with her and probably covering pumpkins. We were painting pumpkins, actually, today. We painted some. Her mom got like little pie pumpkins to paint. Making this big deal about paint Jack Skellington's face. And Tori only did one. And her mom was like, why is there only one? And the Tori's like, I'm not gonna paint a bunch of Jack Skellington. So we each like painted different things. And yeah. And then I finally have an apartment. And I'm just living just down the street from Tori. Well, on another street, but technically just down the street. It's like not even, I think it was a 2-minute walk. 2-minute walk?
Yeah,
2-minute walk. Yeah, so basically I'm just gonna be back here for dinner a lot. Like, hey mom, food! They're gonna get like a dinner bell. Call me and Kai over.
So texting's weird.
Yeah, that's what her mom said. Her mom's like, why would we get a dinner bell? That's what else is texting for? Hey guys, dinner's ready. But yeah, so it's nice in an apartment. I've been volunteering at the Salvation Army, which is good, boosting up my resume and stuff. Yeah, so I'm turning 20 at the end of the month. It's like, what is it, 17 days now? 17? 16? I know, but I'm just asking. Yeah, it's like, yeah, 17 I guess. I don't know. But yep. Lots of things. Tomorrow's my shot day. I have to do it in my leg again.
Okay, I was gonna say, am I doing it again?
No, you just did it. That reminds me, I do not think I have mentioned it, but last week Tori had done my shot for me for the first time for herself. Well, doing it for herself the first time. I'm not making sense. Stabbed me in the butt for the first time that she has ever done it. Yeah. And she thought she heard me, and I was like, well, you know, you just shoved some sharp object into my buttocks. But no, it did not hurt that much. But yeah.
Thank God for that.
Yeah, it's actually, I don't know what it is about the testosterone needles, but they are like the least painful needle I have ever had to take. Like, flu shots hurt, getting your blood taken really hurts, but for some reason testosterone shots don't really hurt that much compared to most other needles I've ever had, which is nice because I have to do it every week for the rest of my life. Yeah, we have bats. Yes, little colony of bats.
I want to get more bats.
Okay, we're gonna make more bats.
I want them coming from each corner of my room. And make a big bat symbol.
Okay. Well, in conclusion to this very long video that really needs not to be this long, but it's going to be this long anyways, I would like to remind everybody to go to my Go Get Funding and donate to me top surgery, and Tori and I will give you artworks for money, because, you know, giving money for nothing is lame and doesn't really make people have the incentive to give money. So thus, you will get something in return if you give us $5 or $10. Or, well, okay, you will get traditional artwork from me if it is between $5 and $9, $9.99. And then any more, $10 or more, you will get a digital drawing from Tori. And each drawing can be of your choice, but please keep it PG. I'm not entirely sure I want to draw porn for people. Tori might be okay with it though. So if you donate $10, you could get some digital porn. But I'm not really sure I'd draw porn because it's awkward, and I don't know how to draw boobs. I seriously suck at boobs and privates, and except for the label. Vaginas are easy because they're just like a W. But penis, I can't draw penises. I can't draw boobs or penises.
Penises are so easy to draw, though.
Yeah, I know you draw them a lot. Well, now all of YouTube knows.
Great! Then your mom's gonna watch this.
My mom doesn't care. Right? You don't care, Mom. You love us. Oh, that sounded like a dying doll. Okay. In honor of Halloween. No.
I know why I was so overweight is because I forgot to sell all my dragon shit from the last dragon.
Because you ate too much chocolate. That's why you were so overweight.
No, the dragon bones and stuff.
Yeah, I know. They're like 10 and 15 pounds each.
Yeah, I know. And I
That's
had like
insane.
3 dragon bones. I'm just like, I was supposed to sell.
Can you get a
them.
house yet? Oh, you only had 2,000 gold. I've schooled me on Belchy. Okay, I had like 2,000. No. I have over 10,000 gold right now.
Yeah, you have like 12,000, don't you?
Yeah, 12,000 now, I think. Anyways, yeah. Conclusion. Oh my god, it's almost 20 minutes of ranting. Okay. Bye.